The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. He's got Smith here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Jump through.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Shift.
Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., 53 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 66 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got one. Rhino.
A first down throw for Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl.
Here's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Undercrush. Hey, Ringo, 48. You can't block me. Check 3.
They try again with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Ringo, 48. Check Mike 45.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
All day. First. 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check. Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Interception, baby. All day.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Let's go, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
21. Check. 21.
Freeman again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. This complete to Jones. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
From the 2-yard line.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Kill. Tight dog. Black. Check 43. Check flipper.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
59 Mike. Check. Hey, Alpha. Here we go. Let's bring it. Gun. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chewing up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Ryan. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Check 59. Zebra. Mark the 58. Let go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Cousins on the keeper. The play lost.
Watch it, watch it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Jackson now. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
He's got 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. 36 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy can flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
39.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Hey, Delta.
Now on second and 13, Ryan, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Nice catch right there. It brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jackson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, 5, and it's a terrific